Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the euro currency. So yesterday we have discussed the drop that has happened not only here but in the coal market, as you could see, but this drop was not equal on other currencies and other assets. So you could take a look at the Great British Pound, for example. We haven't got any bearish reaction. The same you could see mostly on the New Zealand dollar. So it was some retracement but not very significant. Bitcoin market appears to be under pressure, so the downside action, although not as fast, but it is continuing. And strength of the United States dollar makes an impact on the markets across the board. So on the euro currency, right now, actually, market has completed a couple of moments that we discussed yesterday. So we suggest that this drop is mostly, well, it's attempt to play on the fears of the investors, and because currently nobody knows the real situation in the economy, as the new statistics is not released yet, and that's an attempt to shake the boat. So as a result, we've got the bullish grabber on the daily chart. This is one of the patterns that we said needs to get to consider possible taking the long position. This is the first moment. So theoretically, this pattern, if it will be valid and if it will start to work, it suggests taking out of this top and returning the euro back on the upward trend. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, market also was able to stay above the major support area that we have discussed. So actually, here is 1262 is more important level, but since we have grabber right here and moving to the 1262, it probably will erase this pattern. We use this one, it's also as important level, so this is 50% major support, and here's 618 from this reaction point, from this lows to this top. These two levels stands in one place. And yesterday, if we'll take a look on the hourly chart, we've got some more or less solid reaction. So once the butterfly that we discussed has been completed, here's market also is complete on the ultimate target of this butterfly is 127 extension to the downside of the whole butterfly swing, shows reasonable upward pullback. Now returns at back up and turning to some consolidation. Currently, guys, we have actually just two options. So those traders who usually trade with a higher risk and ready to take a bit more risk, you could try to take a position with the grabber that we have, so placing stop somewhere below it, taking the long position and wait and see what will happen. For the other traders, you probably need to wait, because the final points in our trading plan suggest getting the bullish reversal pattern here. But right now, well, we see some choppy action. I don't know, maybe it's kind of the diamond here we could draw, but this is not clear actually bullish reversal pattern that we have. So maybe we could draw it in something like that, but it's very tricky thing here, and it's very tricky pattern. So mostly we could say that we do not have anything value here by far. So this is the final point that we need still to get here. This is actually two options. What we have, choose the way how you feel better. So if you would like to take the position with the grabber, you could try it. So on other currencies, if we'll take a look at the Great British Pound, for example, our initial pattern, we said this, you probably recall this couple in the handle, or you could call it as a double bottom. So recently has hit the XOP, so mostly upward action here is done as well. On the New Zealand dollar, what's interesting that previously we talked about this, if you remember, double repo pattern on the daily chart. It's right here, it has been formed here. But now take a look, it's also taking the shape, some kind of the head and shoulders pattern. So it's not very accurate, but you could recognize in general the overall price performance that's typical for the head and shoulders pattern. So here and there we have some bullish signs that are forming, so maybe on the euro currency we also will get something. But this is very personal, whether to take position right now or wait for more confirmation of the bullish sentiment here. So this choice is up to you. But these two moments that we discussed now stands in place. I mean the grabber and the confidence support on the following time frame chart. The one thing that we need to get is the pattern on hourly chart to get at least more or less sufficient context for taking the long position. With the possible target, guys, initially I think that it makes sense to consider the level around 1340. It's just because, take a look, here's a kind of the hand shoulders pattern might be formed. So here might be just a bounce, not necessarily the market will proceed higher. That's another moment that we need to keep an eye on within a few days. So that's what we have currently in euro currency.